Hey guys, it's me, Janae, and I'm back for a video you probably thought you'd never see me do. Last summer, around June or July, Adam and I decided to start keeping bees. So we got our package, we set it up, and everything went great. Over the winter, they lived, and so now it's early spring, and I'm just getting into the hive to check to make sure everything is going good. Early spring, you want to check to make sure that the bees are alive, that the queen is laying eggs, and everything looks good to go as far as how much room and food they have. So when we did that the previous week, we saw that they had kind of got a little reckless with the comb that they built. So right now I'm scraping that off the sides, and then here in a second you'll see a close-up. So I'm going to try to bring you guys closer so you can see exactly what's going on in this beehive. I'm going to try to keep my voice low because they don't like loud sounds. So what's going on is that's the lid. As you can see, they've built up. Come on the shadow. They've built comb, so that normally would be upside down, and then it connected to all of this comb. So I had to scrape the walls that they built to that. That box was on top of this box. So all that was connected. I had to scrape that off the sides. Now I'm going to scrape it off the bottom and put the remains on there just to keep them kind of busy and active. I really was going to switch these boxes, but I think they're going to be too heavy. Like if I switch, I'm going to put the bottom one on the top and the top one on the bottom, because the queen lays up in like a triangular sort of fashion. So you want to switch those every now and then so that she doesn't start laying up into this top part, which is probably why they're building comb up here. But I can't do that because I'm really not strong enough, I don't think. I'm going to have Adam help me. He was mowing right now, which is why he didn't join. Okay, so now you can see that. I am going to continue with scraping this comb off and put it in. So you want to make sure you feed your bees over the winter sugar mixed with a little bit of water to form a cake or a patty, just so that they don't starve. They're not able to get out of the hive in the winter like they are in the summer, so that prevents them from producing as much honey for them to eat. So you just want to make sure that they have plenty of food. That was the first thing I got rid of. Now I'm going to move on to this comb. You can see I'm kind of moving slowly and gently, and then at some points I may even take a step back. This is irritating for them because they worked hard on this comb, and then here I am just scraping it off, and it also had eggs and some larvae in there. So they're pretty protective over that. You just want to make sure that you don't move too quickly, make any loud sounds, so that they don't start to swarm you. I know at some moments like this it may look a little crazy, but our bees actually are on the pretty docile side. You can see right now there's only a few flying in front of the screen, and then of course this is sped up, so imagine how slow they would be flying at regular speed. So this is one of the last things I probably thought I'd ever do, but it's actually not as stressful or scary as what you would think it would be. I'm not really outdoors person, and I'm pretty girly. So if I can do it, you can do it too. There's a lot of benefits for keeping bees. The bees are going extinct. If they were to do that, we would have no food because there would be nothing to pollinate anything. It's a good way to get honey, which is good, number one. It's a good natural sugar, and it's also good for allergies. And it's a nice way to make money too on the side, because you can of course sell the honey, sell the bees, make queens. So there's a lot of positive things. It also helps your garden if you have one of those as well.
Set it off to the side. Stop. Pull up on it.
I did.
But right. Hey, that's good enough. Pull up one side. Go to the front.
I think I did a pretty good job.
That's done.
So, hold on, because I'm going to brush this one. Okay. Are you going to put the other one on the ground or something?
Put it right here.
How? You have to sit that somewhere while you...
Sit what?
That has to now go on the top.
Put it on top.
Don't
move that one here and I'll move that into the center.
You're going to pick both those boxes up at the same time. The reason that we're going back and forth like this is because those boxes can get pretty heavy, up to 100 pounds per box. He's a lot stronger than I am and forgets that sometimes. So I wanted to make sure that I could lift the box without dropping it before we made a big catastrophe out of this whole thing. I think I can hold it?
I don't think you'll be able to.
So hold on to this. Insurance reducer. Oh. You think I should dump that out?
What? Just salt, that's it. Yeah. See, look all them, what you calls in there?
Dead larvae.
They don't get rowdy anyway. Smoke that top box for you. Yeah.
Well, that's pretty much how
you can sweep that off.
It's
sticky.
stuck.
Let's go and put it back on top. It'll be alright.
Can I lift that?
Yeah.
Let's go.
I don't see why you couldn't.
And I had to kill some. All those larvae, I had to kill them. So before we put the box that was on the bottom on the top of this box, Adam wanted to check to see if we could find the queen and just see what was going on. We weren't able to find the queen, unfortunately, but we know that she's in there because there were fresh eggs laying, and only the queen lays eggs. So here we are. There's quite a few bees towards the end, which makes sense because, like I said, she lays up in a triangular fashion. So this was the box that was previously on top, and right in the middle is where all the new eggs would be, which is where all the new bees would be because they're trying to protect and feed those eggs. So he's checking the last frame now, and then we'll be putting the second box on top, putting the super on, and then closing everything up. Now I'm just replacing that flat board with a screen board instead. This screen board is better for the summer because it allows ventilation, and it also allows mites and things to not get up back into the hive after the bees chew them off of themselves or if they fall down. So this just kind of increases airflow and decreases infestations. My camera ran out of battery and died right after this, but basically the only other thing we did was add the first cover that I took off originally, put the rock back on, and then we were finished. Let me know if you like this video and if you want to see others like it. I plan to do more, and I think I also am going to start doing some gardening videos as well. Thanks for watching!